Should I be worried about that?
About what?
You. Laughing. Like some weirdo from a film.
Probably. Maybe. I don't know. I'm not your dad. I can't tell you jack.
Yeah, I don't trust you.
Completely understandable. I wouldn't trust me either if I were you.
Whatever. You want to do something?
Probably. What did you want to do?
Actually, I need some help cooking some stuff. I'd appreciate some help with it.
Wait, why do you need help cooking?
I can't reach the stovetop and the counter at the same time. I'm small.
You and me both, dude. You and me both.
You're several feet bigger than me.
You're several pounds bigger than me.
Are you calling me fat?
If it walks like a duck and quacks like a duck, I sure as sin ain't calling it a horse.
I can't wait until you're gone. You know what? Go fuck yourself and get on with the video.
Alright, Unbound. I found this game, I can't even remember when, but I paid about $35 for this book, and something specific made me want to buy this. This version of this book seems to be a re-release, maybe, of a book, which is a horror or cyberpunk game, kinda? This game was made by Rowan, Rook, and Deckard. Hey, I reviewed these guys' games. Hold on, let me check if I reviewed this one, and which one it was I reviewed. They made Drunken Bear Fight. Awesome! I actually liked that game. But I need to start this review by talking about what you need to actually play. Normally, I can tell you the system and that'll explain everything, but this one is a little different. Every player at the table, including the GM, will need a deck of playing cards with 2 jokers, while the GM won't need the jokers from their deck. This system seems to essentially be the game of war, which, you know, but probably by a different name. Essentially, 2 people draw a card from a different deck and the higher card wins. But this has a few complications which we'll have to go over, because the explanation of this system says that if you draw a card of equal or lower than the skill in that category, you'll count the card as a 10, which seems rather high. So let's get into the core mechanics then. First, we need to know what's lowest and what's highest. This game puts the value of the ace as the lowest. It's a 1, and the king is the highest. So we go jack, queen, then king. While at the bottom, it goes ace, 2, 3, in that order. And everything in between, obviously. Suit doesn't matter, just the face. If the GM and the player get a draw, the player always wins. If it's a PvP situation, the players both redraw until the tie is broken. And yeah, it looks like you'll get skills that are marked by the face of a card. If you get that face or lower, you'll count the card as a 10, which means 9 is the best option for any skill. I doubt you'll be able to get that high, but you now have that information. The deck seems kind of like your health pool, indirectly at least. When you make a skill check, you'll discard the card into your discard pile. You'll reshuffle the deck and the discard before major events, whether it's dramatic or combative, and after healing from their discards. Jokers, which are only used by players, will essentially cause a critical effect, with both the positive and negatives as possible outcomes. You'll draw a second card after deciding if it is used defensively or offensively. The second card will essentially choose if you win or lose, while the Joker says that the win or loss is a crit. Now, I want to point out that I'm almost at the end of my normal script space, and yet I've not talked about character creation. Why? Because this system actually needs to be explained. but this is a very simple character creation system. First, you'll pick your core, which is kind of your background. You'll ask about 5 questions involving the core you choose. There's 6 options in total, and they're each pretty simple, so we won't go too deep into these. Devout, Magi, Outlaw, Pactbound, Warrior, and Wild. And if you're questioning the Devout or Pactbound, you can figure it out. If not, I really can't help you, and don't think you should play a game that requires basic reading comprehension. Each of these will also give you a single ability as well. But I'm a good 3 paragraphs from the end of the script, so let's go! Next up is Role, which is essentially your class. Each role will give some proficiencies along with a couple of abilities usable in certain situations. 5 different boosts that can be used if you use certain actions in certain situations, giving you better results. And a single ability that you can choose from a short list. These roles are Brawler, Deadeye, Protector, Striker, and Warden. The name can be a bit unclear, with Brawler is the frontline guy, Deadeye is the gunner, Protector is actually a healer, Striker is a rogue, and Warden is a tank. Next up is Traits, which seems to be kind of like a subclass. You'll choose one ability from the one you choose. Aura is magic, Companion has a friend, Captain is a buffer, Dirty Fighter is a combat manipulator, Fire has fire, Mighty has force, Rage is barbaric, Shadows is sneaky, Spirit is healer or buffer maybe? Transform is a metamorph, and Unnatural is unholy. Now, there's more stuff like the skills and such, but I've gone on way long enough. This game came out in 2020, but I really think this game is worth getting. I give it about a 90% for creativity and simplicity, really. So, go ahead, go out and find it, and have fun with it. Now, shove off.